Alrighty, hello and welcome back. Okay, so it looks like I'm standing in the exact same spot as before. However, of course, as usual, I've done quite a bit of off-camera work. So let me start by saying I figured out where most of the teleporters go. So if you're facing this way, even though this is not due north, as you can see on the compass, if you use that as your north, so that teleporter there, which I'm going to call the the south east, that goes to the floating islands. This one here, which I will call the northeast teleporter, is the Lost River, which is actually relatively close to my base, I believe. That's in the central corridor of the Lost River. And then this would be the northwest. I'm actually not quite sure where this exits out, and since I didn't have beacons at the time, I wasn't really able to track where it went. And then this one would be the southwest, which that exits out into the Kush biome, which is, if you look at an actual Subnautica map, it's on the northeastern side, kind of close to the northern side of the Aurora, up on that side of the map. But this is actually relatively close to my main base, so that's the one I used to exit out of here and do what I needed to do. All right, that's the first thing. The second thing is I gathered a ton of ingredients and products and crafted stuff and got all the parts ready for what is essentially going to be, if you see on the right hand side, the third one from the bottom or the fourth one from the top, the start of the Neptune platform. And essentially we got those ingredients when we got the captain code, and we ended up learning some stuff from the captain's area inside the Aurora. We kind of did it earlier than we should have, but recently we got the transmission for that, and so we would have it at this point, obviously. And so there's a full there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 tiers before you're able to create a rocket and hopefully escape. So I've already done all the work on the back end, but know that if you're playing the game, it's going to take some time to get all those resources together. So let me go ahead and get some of these while we're waiting. Okay, that's the second thing I did. The third thing I did was I did beacon the entrance in the Kush biome, so that I'd be able to get back here relatively quickly. And in a few minutes, that won't even matter, but since I hadn't done it on camera, I had to hold. The fourth thing I did was I actually crafted more of the blue tablets, so we're good there. And I grabbed a few more just basic resources. In addition, I moved the vehicle bay out to outside of the alien island base, which you'll see why in a moment. And I moved all the materials for the Neptune setup, which again you'll see what that is shortly. But I moved all that over to the alien island base as well. And then, like I had mentioned before, I crafted the 3 additional blue tablets. I think I made 3 total. And I took these plant specimens that I had mentioned were going to be important at some point, and I said that it was going to be much later. Well, now is the time, and if I've done everything correctly, we'll have what we need. Okay, so let's move forward, and let's see what we have. Because I believe this is going to have some additional story wrap-up, and we should be good to go. Let's find out, shall we? This might actually be the end. Now, it's important to note we could actually hatch some additional, all the different species. I don't know if I'm going to bother doing that. I mean, other than just looking pretty in your base, there's really no reason to do it that I am aware of. So we may just skip it, but just know that you can create an aquarium and have all the different types in your base if you really want to. Now, before we go and jump in there, is there anything else going on in here? I can't remember if there is or not. Oops. Nope, that's not what I want. Oh. Okay, well I guess it won't even let me do that. Alright. Alright, let's jump in, shall we?
Are you here to play? Others came here once. They built these walls. They played alone. They bored me. Now they're gone. And instead, we have you. We are curious whether you swim with the current or fight against it as they did.
Okay. Well, she seems friendly. Okay. Well, before I jump down there, I would like to do a bit of, let's see if I can scan her. She's pretty quick, so... Can I scan? Okay. Maybe not. Maybe I won't scan her.
Detecting unusually passive behavioral patterns in nearby predators. Reason unknown.
Okay. I wonder what this is. Uh-oh.
Environment scans indicate the water here is rich with a rare, plankton-like life form which depends on the organic detritus produced by the ecosystem around it.
Okay. She seems interested. Hello. Okay, well, let's first incubator. Actually, let me do this first, okay? Okay, interesting. All right.
My young need to hatch, to play outside this place. We have been here so long. The others built a passage to reach the world outside. I asked them for this freedom, but they could not hear me. If you help us, I will give you freely what the others tried in vain to take.
This is what we really wanted. Thank you.
With the passage you have opened, my young can leave this place.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
But first they must feel the time is right and break free of their shells. This is what the others could not force from me. To you, I give the secret willingly.
There it is.
New blueprint acquired.
Hatching Enzyme. There it is. And now you see why I got what we got. Bam. Okay, let's look at this real quick. Okay. It's important to note the reason why I have these blueprints on the side. I actually meant to take those off, but I forgot about it. So the reason why I have these on the side is so you can see what the ion batteries and then the ion power cells take to create. For one of the multiple steps for the Neptune setup, you have to have 2 power cells, which means you have to have 4 ion batteries. I'm sorry, you have to have 2 ion power cells, so you need 4 ion batteries. So I wanted you to see what was used to make that stuff. And we'll get to the Neptune platform and all that stuff too, but I just wanted to also show that, you know, the blueprints for the some of the other things that we're making. So what we're going to do is we'll take this off, we'll take that off, we're going to pin that, and I already have everything we need for that. And then I'm just going to go ahead and take the other ones off. At this point, you should know what that takes. So, and let me, that's fine. Okay, so let's exit here. Now remember, this goes directly down. We're 1,587 meters down, and then bam, where does this take us? Of course, I know exactly where we're going, which is exactly why I built my base right here, and now this is what I wish was open while I was gathering all those other materials, but suffice to say, it was not, and so we are good to go. And now you know why I built my base where I did here. Because now we have instant access all the way down to that lab. So we can come right here, boom, 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 and we've got everything we need. Let's go ahead and make the enzyme. Boom, there it is. Obviously, you can't make this until you get that recipe. Okay, and while we're here, perfect. Clears up a lot of space. We'll replenish some of our food here. I didn't think I needed many more of these, but I made a ton more just in case. Alright, perfect. Now, it's unfortunately nighttime, and I'd really rather wait until it's not nighttime. So, look at this jerk face. Get out of here. What an absolute jerk. Those guys are way more aggressive than they used to be. They did not used to come and attack you like that, unless I'm just misremembering here. But yeah, I wouldn't really normally stall, but at the same time, I don't really want to do this at night. It's going to be much easier to see during the day. So let's just pop over here and let's take a look at what I got in here right now. You can see power-wise, I'm still more than fine, and I don't know if I ever showed this off, but you can change the power cells right here, so you could put ion power cells in here. You could do all kinds of cool stuff. Same with the Seamoth. Anything that takes batteries, you can replace them all with that. We've got backup plants here, just in case, like seeds for everything, just in case we needed additional stuff. We've got backups there. I can't remember if I showed this off. I probably did, though. What else do we have here? I'll just leave that on, that's fine. And remember, you could have a whole line of these on this side, or you could put an aquarium. You could do all kinds of cool stuff. And our modules, I got backup power cells here. We got all kinds of stuff. And really, I mean, to be honest, I used to love the Cyclops here, but we really don't need it unless you just want a mobile base. Look at all this backup food and all. Kind of funny. Okay, well, really we're just waiting for... We're just kind of waiting for light, so... I guess what we'll do now... I wonder how much longer it'll be. Oh, it's getting light right now. Perfect. Okay. We did not have to waste much time. That's amazing. Alright, we made the enzyme. We should have what we need. This is excellent, because now we can go right on back down. Boom. Now this is essentially the end of the game. This is the final thing you would do. Well, I say that. There is one final thing, and that's the whole Neptune thing, which we'll get to in a moment. But, yeah. This is the second to last thing you do. Okay, here it is. You ready? Where is she? Okay, here she goes. Got a little bro. Enzyme 42, there it is. Look at these little bros, dude. They're adorable. Did that help you? Aww.
My young are swimming for the shallows. I thank you. Their freedom is my end. What will it be like, I wonder, to go to sleep and never wake up? Perhaps next we meet, I will be an ocean current, carrying seeds to a new land. Or a creature so small, it sees the gaps between the grains of sand. Farewell, friend.
Well, that's sad that it had to end like that. Okay. Oh, whoops. It would help if I got my thingy here. That would help. Let's scan, shall we?
Self-scan complete. Vital signs normal. No remaining sign of bacterial infection.
Yay! We set them all free. That's nice. I feel good about that, other than the fact that there's a Reaper out there. Hopefully they'll grow up big and strong. Okay, great. Now... By the way, we also have a message back at the base. I don't even know what it's for at this point, but alright. This is the final end game. And you'll see oh, I scanned a couple of guys off camera too, so you can see that real quick. I don't even remember what that was. Oh, that was a new fish, and so is this, a red eye. Yeah. Okay. All right, so that's done. And this is just all the stuff that we've already been doing here, so you know, because you've been here for all of this, pretty sure. But here it is, in case you didn't know. All right. Now, this container represents everything you need to prepare for the entire Neptune setup. So you're going to need to do a platform, a gantry, the boosters, the fuel reserve, and the cockpit. You have to have all of this to make that work. So, as you can see, some of it is relatively easy, while some things are a little more complicated. The Cyclops shield generator has its own complicated recipe, obviously, right? And you need 2 of these, which I have already shown you how you make those. But the rest of it is pretty straightforward. So, what we're going to do... I didn't quite remember if I needed more of those tablets. There are other places you can go around this whole world where you could potentially use that. But for now, we don't need it. So, we're just going to move all of this over. Boom. We should have everything we need right now to do it all. Okay, now. I believe I put the platform above, yeah, it should be right up here somewhere. And I don't have my sea glide, so I'm going to have to go nice and slow for this. So once again, unless you look up the recipes and you know what's coming, you're not going to be anywhere close to prepared for this. Where's my dock? There it is. All right, and it's nice and sunny out, so we can see what's going on. That should be good. Boom. All right, Neptune rocket escape. Here it is. Boop. That's rather large, wouldn't you say? Whoops. Stop it. Stop it. There it is. Pretty huge, I'd say. Alright, and you can get an idea for the size of this thing. Alright, so the next thing you can see is the gantry, which we already have everything we need. Boom. We are building a way to get out of here, essentially. Before we actually launch, though, there is 1 or 2 other things we're probably going to try to do, depending on time, so... Okay. Now we're just letting the little robots do everything for us. And while we're waiting for that, let's go ahead and... I think I can unpin that. I can't remember. Okay, yeah, let's get rid of that. Okay, and as you can see, we're now ready again. What is that called? Neptune boosters. Okay, and there are the ingredients for that. And again, you know, you're not going to know all this, that this is coming if you're playing the game fresh. Although if you're watching a playthrough of it, maybe that's not as important to you. I don't know. But just as a heads up, if you're planning to have all this ready, you know, it could potentially take some time to go get all those supplies, unless you've been like hoarding supplies as you've been playing the game, in which case you'll probably have everything you need. Okay, so that's that. And now the next thing, which is the Neptune fuel reserve. And that's where we need the ion power cells, as well as the kyanite and the crystalline sulfur. More plasteel ingots. Boom. It sure looks pretty easy when you have everything already ready to go, though, doesn't it? Now, this is going to give you an option to launch a one of those time capsules. So I'm going to prepare something kind of nice, an actual good time capsule, unlike the ones that I got from people. I think what happens is people get super excited to launch, and they're not ready really for that, you know? And then they just launch whatever they have in their inventory or something. Okay, and then the final thing is the Neptune cockpit. So this is what we need for that. You have to have the Cyclops shield generator, so that's like a guaranteed thing you need. Enameled glass is just glass with one of those little stalker fangs or whatever they are. Teeth, I believe. Alright, boom. And that's at the very, very top. Naturally, we won't be able to see it very well here. And you can change the colors and all this, you know, change the colors on this if you really want to, but it's not super necessary. I think it'll let us do that once we complete the rocket here, but we might do it just for fun.
Neptune 1 rocket online.
Okay, there it is. So we could do the base color. It's like blue. Okay. So the yellow stripe. Wait, why does that? It looks yellow, doesn't it? Oh, that's cool. We'll just do blue. That's fine. All right. So, before we launch, even though we technically could now, first thing I want to do is go over here into the base and see if we can disarm the what is that thing called? Like the machine gun thing that blew that stuff out of the water. I'm a little disoriented. Okay, here we go. Don't have my sea moth over here, so this is a little slow. Here comes a stalker. Great. Great, buddy. I believe this will take us up if we do this right. And like I said, you could potentially spend some more time gathering resources and building more bases and just having fun. At this point, we've done everything we could potentially need to do. So, you could be hatching out more of the eggs, which again, sometimes I do that, sometimes I don't. Once you hatch an egg, though, and you figure out what species it is, when you see that egg again, I believe it will show you and tell you what that is. So you no longer have to guess, but... I have to remember where I went for that. Oh, you know what? I think it was the lower platform where I actually was, is where that disabled the stuff was. Because what's going to happen is I'm going to get shot down, I believe, if I try to launch without disabling this. So initially I was just going to do it for completion's sake, but actually I think it will shoot me down if I don't. And you can't do that until you get the Enzyme 42 and cure yourself, so... It would make sense, wouldn't it, based off of everything they said. Which is why this, like, hub is where you want to be. this the wrong spot? I actually don't remember. Okay, great. Well, this is embarrassing. This doesn't seem right, but I can't be sure. I'm gonna have to stumble around until I find what I'm looking for here, I guess. Oh, maybe this is it. Okay. Can you imagine if I launched and it blew me out of the sky? I think that worked. It doesn't really tell you it worked, but it worked. Yeah, don't make the mistake of launching. I haven't ever done that where it actually did blow me out of the sky. Have not made that mistake, but I'm going to guess that is a legitimate fear. So, all right. Well, now it's nighttime. Perfect. All right, let's pop in here.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Let's see here. Now, I could provide tablets in the time capsule. I could give them an ion cube. Since I just have this on me, I could give them a beacon. I could do all that, right? Maybe I'll do something like that. A couple of pieces of kyanite. I could even give them seeds to that, you know? Even with just one seed, that's all you'd need, because then they could plant one plant and then you know, break that and get 4 seeds, and then that just continues to multiply. All they'd need is 1 seed. Maybe I will do that. Yeah, see, this to me seems more useful, you know? Giving someone a laser cutter, again, you know, you can make all this stuff pretty easily. Although if you had just started, having a habitat builder might be neat too, but I never even used this. So yeah, you know what? I'm going to use some of this stuff. I mean, I may put one of each. You know, 1 ion cube might be cool, but it's not going to really do much. Whereas, I don't know. I think that's kind of cool. Oh, we can make another one. Nice. Okay, what do we have left in here? Yeah, we don't really need anything else in here, so should be fine. I think you actually have to prep the thing now that I'm thinking about it. You might have to bring food and stuff. I'm not 100% sure about that. Let's go ahead and let's go up to it and check. Let's go check, shall we? That thing looks massive. I guess it would have to be to launch a rocket. We'll go up to the top and see if there's anything else we need before we, oh, here we go. Been a minute since I've done this. Yep, we shut it down. There it is. And you can see, I don't know if you guys remember when I said I was going to have things everywhere. I never showed off the river base, but I mean, it's really all it is a room, and then it has attached a scan room. That's quite literally it, with a bioreactor. There's really nothing to it, so I'm sorry that I didn't show that off, but I think you have to store certain things. Like, I think there's more to this. There might be something I'm forgetting. Okay, there's auxiliary
power unit online.
Okay, good. Communications array.
Communications
To give you
systems
storage.
array active.
Nice.
Pressurizing hydraulics.
That looks cool.
Primary computer systems active.
Okay.
Life support systems online. All systems are go for liftoff.
No, I don't have an image, unfortunately. Okay, so you can only give 6 things, right? So we'll give them one of those. We'll give them a beacon. I don't know if they need that. We'll do something like that. Isn't this a more interesting care package? I mean... Oh, it looks like I'm going to have no choice but to do a picture. That's... okay, well, that's a bit awkward since I don't have a picture, but... Press F11. Does that mean I'm going to lose, if I exit out of this, do I lose all that? Probably, right? Okay. Okay, good. So maybe I didn't need to do something. Maybe I didn't have to have... Oh, what? Oh. Oh, there it is. Okay.
Time capsule ready.
Okay, so now we know it's ready. Okay. So all 3 are ready to go. Well, I think we're ready to launch at this point. I mean, let's do this. Let's see what the ending has in store for us here.
Ready to launch on your command, Captain. Launch in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time capsule jettison. Caution, approaching orbital debris field. Orbital debris field clear. Performing gravity turn maneuver. Confirm destination coordinates. Nearest interstellar phase gate. Engaging ion boosters in 3, 2, 1.
What is a wave without the ocean? A beginning without an end. They are different, but they go together. Now you go among the stars, and I fall among the sand. We are different, but we go together.
Excellent. This game is so awesome. I was going to let you enjoy the music there for a second. It's important to note the ion batteries and the power cell batteries are about 10 times more powerful than their normal counterparts, so you could also upgrade all of your equipment with that stuff as well. Just more stuff you could do just to have some fun with it. But in the end, this is obviously the end. This is the conclusion of our playthrough. This is good music. I like it anyway. This was really fun. I come back and play through this game all the time, have tons of fun doing it. Of course, when you're not recording it and you're just kind of playing it casually, you can kind of go at your own speed and build as many bases and outposts as you want, move your base around into deeper areas if you like that better. Tons of stuff you can do to really enjoy the game, but I had a bunch of fun. I didn't scan all of the Leviathans. That's something you can do. You can try to scan every single piece of life and plants and all that. You can kind of just make it your own. You know, that's what I love about these types of games. So, anyways, yeah, I'm gonna let the credits roll here just because, you know, I'd love to just have that on record. Not that it would be difficult to look this up, but it's just kind of neat to let the credits roll and see all the people involved in this great game. So, yeah, good times. And then I believe it'll just let you pick up where you left off.
To Alterra. Permission to land will be granted once you have settled your outstanding balance of 1 trillion credits.
Uh-oh. That could be a problem. All right, well, there it is. Once again, I do hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, if you end up liking the series, check back with the channel. There may be some new Let's Plays in the future here. Well, there more than likely will be. I'm just not sure exactly when that will happen. But yeah, hope you enjoyed, and we will see you in the next series. Have a good one.